Sou a Patrícia Silva da Instinct e nesta entrevista conversei com Gauthier Zuppinger. O fundador e CEO da NFT Team tem acompanhado de perto o mercado de NFT e explica que depois da especulação há uma oportunidade real.
I think that most people entered the NFT industry for the bad reason, just because they considered it was just a way to make money. A lot of people moved from cryptocurrency to NFTs and really saw them not as art assets or gaming assets, but just as something you could trade, like any other asset in the world. So I think that the interest for NFTs was indeed mostly speculative, but at the end of the day, as the speculation went down, I think it's not the case anymore. And I don't think that people that are still active in the space or building something now are making this for quick profit. Because, let's be honest, you cannot make money quick in NFTs anymore.
Para Gauthier Zuppinger, é importante uma mudança de mindset.
So my personal conviction about the future of NFTs is that first thing, the word NFT will disappear. And we will absolutely not mention anything related to the technology, but only to the value proposition, to what the asset actually does. So I think that we may not see terrific experiments coming from the big guys, like AAA games or stuff like that, but maybe more from smaller companies that will truly understand the value, the ethic of Web3, and will propose something which looks like Web2, but using Web3 assets. So I think it's more some sort of experimental we should run, where NFTs will be part of the equation, but they will not be the central piece, or at least they will not be the central piece of the pitch.
Nesta nova era, quem poderá beneficiar mais a curto prazo?
So my conviction about the two big industries that could benefit from NFTs short term, I'd say, are gaming. It's quite obvious, most people say this, but it definitely makes sense. Already today in most games, you already have assets, digital assets. So this notion of digital ownership is nothing new for players. But the notion of true ownership, I think it's just a small step for them to get. And the notion of maybe making a little bit of money out of their activity, their time, their passion, their energy, is something that makes a lot of sense for them. But I'm not sure it will come from super big studios. The second industry is probably fashion. And we've seen a lot of experiments over the past few years through Nike and Artifact. I know Balenciaga is in this conference. I know a lot of other brands are working on this. Adidas announced something recently with Steppen. So I really feel like there is something like a really underwater trend about fashion. And if you look at just figures, fashion has always been the most active industry in the NFT space. They launched 71 drops over the past 2 years, which is by far the most active segment.
Supertoast by Instinct.